Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I hope my audio is clear. Able to hear me? Yeah, thank you so much. All right, so beautiful to see you all today. For the session, I would request those who could switch on your cameras. Can you switch on your cameras, please? So it will be good as we journey through the session today. All right, I would like to thank THIMMAIAH Institute of Technology for having invited me for the session on the topic for the faculty development program. All right, on the topic on management, so market survey financial and marketing management financial assistant. Hope my screen is seen to you. Is my screen seen? All right, thank you so much. All right, so how are you all doing today? How you are all doing today? Can you give me the answers on the chat, please? I hope chat is available for all. Yeah. Thank you, Daphne, ma'am. Fine. What about others? How are you all doing today? Just one word answer. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Banarans, Professor, good, ma'am. Sudha, ma'am, good, doing good. Others? We have a set of people. Let's see. We've got response from 2 to 3 people. Thank you so much for the responses. So, being good or doing great, being good itself is a greater blessing from God, right? So, as faculty members, like the THIMMAIAH Institute of Technology has taken efforts to organize a 6-day session. All right, and today we are going to see what are the market survey, what are the finance that government of India, all right, government of India is giving to, especially for the startups. I know today you have been as a part of IIC, Institution Innovation Council, and many institutions are doing really great. I think I would have given 100 plus sessions about IIC schemes to students to different colleges, right? And once again, I would like to thank. See, you're seeing in this picture. I'll give you like 30 seconds. Look out at the picture and tell me what's wrong in this picture. 30 seconds will be given. I switch on my timer. You can unmute and speak, or you can put it onto the chat. What's wrong in the picture? Yeah, time is over. Who could answer to this, please? No one? What's wrong in this picture? Or what's there in this picture? I hope my screen is seen, right? Any responses? What is wrong with this picture? What's wrong with this picture? Hello? Any responses? A boy is plucking fruits. Yes, I do understand. I think practically what is wrong in this picture? Other than that, ma'am, I have not got any responses. What about others? You feel free to unmute and speak. Okay, nobody is able to answer without wasting much time. Strawberry, right? He's trying to pick up strawberry. Strawberry, how it is grown? Is it grown in a bush? No, right? It doesn't grow in the bush. So think where and how we are going to see marketing finance when you take. There are so much and so more opportunities given where you know to go and pluck it, where you want to go and fetch the opportunity. You may have a good idea, right? You will have a good product, right? How it is like I've seen one talk, I've also given session onto that product fit and market fit analysis on how it is going to fit onto the market. The mistake on this is it does not grow on a bush. All right. What are the mistakes? 3 mistakes in this below picture. Quick. Yes, please. Any answers? Hope my screen is seen. June does not have 31 days. Thank you, ma'am. I don't know what's your name. All right, because it's short doctor. And other 2 mistakes. Fast. Faculties are quick in finding mistakes, right? Those who could keep your cameras on, please keep your cameras on. So look good. Yes, please. Clock, yeah, clock is on the numbers in the clock. Thank you, Shilpa ma'am. Numbers are wrong on the clock, on the it's on the other device. Then, all right. Thank you so much. 2 of you, 3 of you have found the 2 mistakes. And the third mistake is one, the slippers and the sandals are not the same, right? So we need to know in our businesses what we are going to start. What is the mistake, right? What is the mistake? Some of them, they have a very good idea, right? How many of you are entrepreneurs here? How many of you are entrepreneurs? Okay, how many of your faculties and which department you belong to? Just put down to the chat to know how many of you are live in this meeting. Which department you belong to? ECE, thank you, ma'am. Next. Fast. Which department you belong to? CIC, thank you, Dr. Sampath sir, Sudha ma'am. Mechanical, Sultana ma'am, Daphne ma'am, Triple A, Shilpa ma'am, ECE, Civil. What about others? Right? So, CIIC, Institution Innovation Council, right? I was in engineering colleges for a decade, being a professor and head, right? But the idea of my company, right, CIRF that I'm starting it bloomed in my mind or in my heart. The vision started when I was in my second year of my undergraduation of engineering. Right? I wanted to have a company like this. I was dreaming of having a company where we work with research, development, education, and training. Right? So we cater to corporates for corporate training, for students for internships, workshops, seminars, and so on. For companies, we develop software developments, web applications, AI-based web applications, mobile applications. For research organization, we found finding solutions to problem, researching and finding, developing new optimized algorithms. Right? So these are the 4 pillars. But as I journeyed through the years, it took me a lot of time to think of what kind of company to open. Eventually, now we have 2 companies. One is CIRF, which is Computational Intelligence Research Foundation, right? This is a Section 8 company, and here we work on research, development, education, and training, right? And we have registered under Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India, right? As I journeyed through this, I started in the year 2017. As I journeyed through in 2023, right? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. After 5 years, the 23 and 24, the 7th year, we started another private limited company called, this is our company, CIRF. Here you can see what we work on with that, right? Where we work with the research, development, education, and training. You can, if you find time, you can find what are the events and how we have occurred, right? Where and all we have taken, what is the vision of our organization. We have trained like 300 students. Right? This was my idea of what I need to do it. Right? Developing websites for some organizations, training by and large, right? And what are the events that are coming up that you can see to it, right? So what we do, this was my goal. We have to be clearing or being an entrepreneur what we want to develop. But it is like an ECG as it goes up and down. It is also like that. But being this IIC is providing where the students can have the startup on their own, and faculties also can have your startups or companies. And today's session we are going to see and what are the government projects, right? This is a new venture that we started last month in February, which is CIIT, private limited company. It is Computation Intelligence Innotech, right? Here, we are planning for software solutions, right? Research development, web marketing, digital marketing for companies, for institutions, right? And industry-specific expertise, right? Training, user-centric designs. We are focusing on UI UX, right? Data security and privacy on cyber. These are some of the products we are developing, right? So this is a very new project that the company that we have launched again in the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, but it is a private limited company. And this we started in the year 2023, February, and this we started in 2017. All right, I can share the link onto the group, maybe post which you can find it out, right? Or what does the meaning entrepreneur, right? What does the word meaning entrepreneur means? Coming to our, so it's an individual who creates a new business, bearing most of the risk. Remember, I was being an HOD and in a very good college, right, in Chennai. Right, and when I took the decision of stepping down and starting this company, and that colleges had rank-wise faculties, right? Even your salaries and increments would be rank-based, how you serve and how you work. And people asked, by the grace of God, I was on the top sector of the ranking, and why do you want to step down? I told this was my dream when I was in my second year of engineering, but it has a lot of risks. Yeah, I don't deny there was no risk. There's a lot of risks, and you can enjoy the moments, right? You can enjoy the process of setting up a business is known as entrepreneurship, right? Here you play a key role in the economy. Your skills are very, very important. And what are the new ideas that you bring on to it, right? What are the new ideas that you bring on to it? How you connect with people, how your product, how your company is launched into the market. I will not say that I'm very successful, I'm not successful, but I don't do much of, what do I say? I don't do much of advertisements, like even THIMMAIAH, Daphne ma'am, and I've never met them before. But still, we do get connected with people because the world is small. Right? You could see like the services that we have rendered, especially to colleges in 2023. See, these are different talks and different sessions, and throughout the year, last year, and we have catered around 5,758 students. Right, and in this year 2024 we started with internships, FDPs, right, and training programs, and now we are on the process of developing. Now we have reached around 1,672, both corporates and colleges, right, the services that we have done. All right, so this is what sometimes it's good and sometimes, but how do you want to bring up a new idea, right? Providing successful take up the risk of creating, right, and with rewards of profits and growth opportunities, right? But everything is not profit, profit, profit. But what is the kind of services? For me, one of my objective of CIRF and CIT is education ethics need to be maintained. Ethics of what we do, right? When people, I always tell that when you step in, the way you step out of my CIRF will not be the same. You will learn something new. This is my trending sentence I always say, right? Because we want people to educate, right? Education is something. I'm basically from an educational family. Like we have founded a school in Nairobi. We cater around 2,500 students, CBSE and a matriculation school, right? So this business is new, but education ethics is something I keep on focusing on to it. Right? The word edupreneur comes from the name French name. Entrepreneur means to undertake, right? To undertake. So yes. All right. So here, when you see an entrepreneur categorizing from integration to production, it could be of land resources, labor, capital, right? It could be manufacturing of goods or providing services, right? So it could be any of. They typically have a business plan. We need to hire laborers and acquire resources and finance. So the point that we are going to see today is about more on finance, right? And provide leadership and what are the different types of entrepreneurs we have. And every business has got different goals, and for the financial sector, we support us different for each sectors, right? For builders seeks to scale the business within a short time frame. Right? They typically pass 5 million in revenue in the first 2 to 5 years and contribute to build up to 100 million and beyond. Right? They seek to build strong infrastructure by hiring the best talents and best investors. So for building, it's like a higher growth, but depends on the talented of people you get. For opportunistic entrepreneurs, they're able to pick up financial opportunities get at the right time. That is what we are going to see. What are the financial opportunities to stay on board during the time of growth and exit when it hits, right? So it is concerned with profits and wealth, right? And where, and that's why I told, right, the strawberry does not grow on a bush. So we need to go and where to find and where to pluck it up. All right. And innovators are those who come with great idea of products. Can you tell what was the product developed by Steve Jobs? Am I audible? What's the product developed by Steve Jobs? Mark Zuckerberg. Can you tell about the product? Hello? You can either unmute and speak, or you can put it onto the chat. Yes, please. Is my screen seen? Yeah. iPod, all Apple products started by Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg. What about others? You're all there? Or you're connected and you left? Yes, please. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. Okay, Thomas Alva Edison. All right. All right. So here they focus on the products and impact. So what is a specialist, right? They work on analytics and risk. They are strong on education and apprentice, through which they network and referrals, resulting in slower growth than building an entrepreneur, right? So what are the startup ideas that, what is we are on here, right? What is the startup idea you have, or you want to become an entrepreneur? First, answer to this question: how many of you want to become an entrepreneur? Yes or no? Yes or no? Hello? Can you give the answers on the chat? Do you want to become an entrepreneur? Yes. All right. Two of them have given yes. Do you have an idea of what you're going to start off with? Do you have an idea of how you're going to start? No. The power of idea is very, 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 very important, right? The power of an idea is very important, especially when you start off with your product, right? Without an idea, you cannot grow things, right? Without idea, it's not possible, right? Without ideas, it is not possible. So how is the power of an idea, right? And when your idea is good, and if the product, as you have seen in one of our session, the product market analysis of product fit the market, then you find that it is usable. So now let's see what are the financial opportunities that government is giving for startups, government scheme for startups. I hope you'd have seen this link. I don't know how many of you have seen this website before. Yes, no? Type at least yes or no. No. All right. So this is where you can also make your students also to find out, right? I give the link on the chat. Now let's do an analysis of this. What is happening, right? So welcome to Central Government of Startup India portal, right? So we are going to see by and large what are the funding schemes that government is giving, government of India is giving for startups, right? So it is helping driving innovation and economic growth, right? So when you have a good product with innovation, right, inventions, and then into innovation into commercializations, right? For they provide financial schemes, right? It includes technology, new applications for manufacturing new products, agriculture, healthcare, and much more, right? They include objective, what are the eligibility criteria, so that you can go on to that. So these are some of the departments that they're providing, and what are the DST schemes, right? Funding, high risk, right? High reward research, and promotion, innovation, and individuals and startups, right? MSME in science. So the scheme runs in two phases, including, can you see here, student innovators can apply, right? Student innovators can apply. So Prism innovations for successfully demonstrated the proof of concept. The product is well, R&D and public funded institutions are eligible. So here you can see, click on to the application here. Promotion, innovations in individuals and startups and MSME, right? They each project can start up to 5 lakhs funding grants, maximum of 90%, which is product. So here, when your student, they are doing projects, right? When it is a workable thing, right? You can, and if it is very productive, all science schemes, right? And the department is CSIR, right? CSIR, and the institution involved is standing, and the purpose is innovation. Can you see here? So whether having MSME, you create even CIAT, we have put under MSME. Last month we have got, and now we have registered under MSME. So here, when you are going to have a proof of concept, prototypes and models. So any individual, this is what I want to focus. Can you see a student innovators can apply? So your college, are your students doing good projects? Yes, no? Only when the project becomes a product, it is usable. How many of you agree? Only if it is a project, it is not usable. Once the project becomes a product, then it is usable. Am I? Okay. So you are able to understand. How many of you could say your students are doing good projects? Yes, no? Yes or no? Yes. So it is, that's what IIC, that's a major vision of IIC. Making the students project because their experience and their eyes of view is limited. Like most of the students, they do for their marks to get the degree. All right. And here you can use this opportunity of getting a concept for proof of concept with projects cost up to 5 lakhs, right? So they're providing, and I'll share this link again. You can use it for your students, right? And this application is open now. Okay, coming back to the different schemes. See here, it's new Gen Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Scheme, right? They are providing, and the institution should be a university offering courses, engineering courses, right? And the institution must have two faculties trained in entrepreneurship through DST, Faculty Development Program, right? And they should have minimum 500 square feet. So if you're going to have these, and the financial selected will be giving one-time establishment 25 lakhs and recurring expenditure for project development, training, contingency, and that will be provided. Again, you can click this link on and find how they are providing. It is given by DST. And the institution is Entrepreneurship Development of Institution of Institute of India, Ahmedabad. All right. See, this is for biotechnology. I saw one of the faculties from biotechnology, Dr. Banaraj. Okay. So here, this is for biotechnology, BioRack, right? They are giving supports individual startups from ideation to proof of concepts, right? To proof of concepts. And see how many of assistants for professional bodies and seminars and symposia. So much of funding with connection with colleges, and what you are doing, technological development program, right? You can see to it, right? What are the programs they are allowing, and what are the finance they are for pharmacy, for small business innovation, research initiative, right? What are the things available? Now you come on to the funding, right? You can see startup India seed funding scheme, right? This for proof of concept, from ideation to product proof of concept to prototype development, then product trials and market entry and commercialization. All right. So here, if you could see. So here, 6 best government projects for promoting entrepreneurship in India. Startup India scheme, Mudra Yogana scheme, Stand Up India scheme, Atal, EDF, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Loan Yojana, right? So the first is startup schemes. The startup seed scheme is that we are going to see now. So Startup India Seed Fund Scheme. All right. So here you can apply easy availability of capital for at the early stage, right? They are getting fundings from angel investors and venture capital firms. Objective is financial assistance to startup for the proof of concept, for prototype development, for product trials and market entry and commercialization. So how the startup seed will function? They start with the DPIIT, Department of Promotion and Industry and Internal Trade, then Expert Advisory Committee, then Government Assistant, DPIIT recognized startups, right? So here, not more than 2 years at the time of applications, right? For incubators, and you can find, right? And what are the eligibility? Must have an idea to develop a product, right? It could be healthcare or whatever it is for business model. And what is an innovative solutions? Maybe in water management or in financial institution or agriculture and so on and so on. The startup should have not received 10 lakhs of money under any scheme. So they give it to them. It should be registered under ACBI, can avail this scheme. How many of you are aware of this scheme before, or it is new for you? Startup India Seed Fund Scheme. Is it new? Type new on the chat. If you already know about the scheme, type no on the chat. I know it. Is it new? Or you know it? Or this? Yeah, new. Thank you, Daphne, ma'am. What about others? Are you all here? Okay. So this is the first scheme. And the second thing that we are going to see is Startup India Investor Connect, right? Startup India Investor. This is for startups, right? So here it is again Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. The objective is AI-based matchmaking, market balance, investment opportunities. How many have registered? How many investors? How many startups have got instant visibility from the right investors? So we can see they can access their investment opportunities, they can create a profile, apply for investments, and they can see about the basic what their company is all about, what they are doing, and then they could. So when they click register now, so you it is a startup or an investor or register using startup credentials, companies, and then it goes. All right. The third is credit guarantee scheme for startups. The third is credit guarantee scheme for startups. So providing for a specific limit extended by member institution. Right here, they use how it can be working for the people, the borrower. Right, he should be for schemes should be recognized by DPIIT, right? They should have reached a stable revenue stream from their monthly statements, and they what is the purpose of that, right? Who are the registered? There's a process of registration for this. So their objective is to limit against credit instruments extended by the MIS to finance, right, for eligible startups or not, right? They will much needed collateral free debt funding to startups, right? And what is the extension of guarantees? 80% and so much and so much. Its sanction amount up to 3 lakhs, 3 to 5 crores, sorry, 3 crores, 3 crores to 5 crores, right? So what are the problems, and you can see to it. So they've hosted 10 live programs and how many solutions. So you can see to it what is your program type, and from ideation startups, and what domain of startups, and what are the initiatives. Then you can find it out whatever is available. All right, you can get connected. See through this web page often, right? You can see women in. They're giving so much of challenges, and you can see how their results are being published. All right. And now coming to the funding guide, startup funding guide. Why funding is required for prototype creation, for development, for team hiring, for working capitals, for market license, raw materials, legal and office space. So here, what is the type of startups that you want to have? What are the grants that are involved? Or you're in the ideation phase with an idea, or the validating your idea, or early traction, or you want to scale it up, or how you are going to launch it onto the or exit it, right? So what do investors look on for you? The management, the markets plan space, and so much and so more. All right. We have told you about the seed funds and what are the other funds that are available, the credit guaranteed funds, and how do you connect with your investors, right? And this is what mainly the Startup India government of India is providing. All right, able to get it? Yes. Is it new or you already knew about this? All right. All right. So let's move on to the next scheme, right? Startup India scheme, we are seeing the next is Mudra Yoga scheme, right? Mudra Yoga scheme. In Mudra Yoga scheme, so here we told you about the all startups India scheme. In Mudra, they provide financial assistance to small and micro enterprises, including startups, up to 10 lakhs, right? Up to 10 lakhs. To finance first, to start up, you need amount, right? Without amount, we will not be able to work on with that. For that, they provide up to 10 lakhs, right? 10 lakhs of amount. When you register for a correct company and then you go and ask them, then they'll be able to check your documents. There are a lot of banks for releasing this, right? The third is Stand Up India scheme. First, we have seen what is Startup India. The third one is Stand Up India scheme. It is to provide entrepreneurship, especially among women and SC/ST entrepreneurs. They can have loans up to 1 crore, right? How much? They can have your women entrepreneurs can have up to 1 crore. This is the website, Stand Up India scheme. I'm giving the link onto the chat. All right. So here 10 lakhs to 1 crore, right? At least one SC/ST borrower and at least one woman borrower per bank, right? For this. So and women above 18 years are eligible for this loan, right? And what is the nature of this loan? To set up a new manufacturing services or trading. 80% of the cost inclusive of the term capital and working capital. The loan is repayable in 7 years with a maximum monetary period of 18 months. Right here, the Stand Up India scheme would be operated by all branches of scheduled commercial banks of India. Right. So, how much of schemes the government of India is providing? This is majorly for women. And the next is Atal. I hope Atal Innovation Mission, AIM, right? Atal Innovation Mission. They initiate to provide innovation and entrepreneurship in the entire country, right? And they're providing it for startups, right? They're providing it for startups, and a lot of funds they give it for startup people to start work on with that. And here you can see who are them, right? Date of opening was 5th December, right? Date of application 5th December 2024. Right? One has been selected and others are on the final list. Innovation, and here you can have like Atal Tinkering Lab, right? 1.1 crore applied for small enterprises, innovation center, incubation center, startup supported, mentors of change, right? Here you can find what are the new schemes, nurturing and innovation in Kashmir, right? Who are their partners? And for colleges, right? What are the kinds of collaborations that you can have, right? How you can have incubation center in your college, right? and 69 women startups, and you can see IP clinics generated. So lot of opportunities government of India is providing, right? Government of India is providing. You can keep on for the students and the benefit of the management, and for your own growth also you can find what are the programs they are providing. Like tinkering lab, also they provide for schools and colleges too, right? So how they'll be able to young minds to empower 21 years century skills, right? And how you can establish in your own college using steps, right? And the third is electronic development fund, right? It is providing for the people, right? EDF, right? EDF. This is called electronic development from financial startups and small business working in electronics and IT sector field. So this is the website EDF, right? So in crores up to 150 crores, 30 crores. Number of investments made is 12 to foster by investing in IP research and development product startups in the area of technology, healthcare, nano, consumer, and this is now availability for fresh application is closed as of now, right? And this is another fund, ADF fund. What is open, you can see to it, right? See, this is available for fresh investment in startups. You can find out through this, right? You can find out through this. This is some daughter funds of EDF. This is EDF, Electronic Development Fund, right? EDF, Electronic Development Fund. This is the policies and how the government of India is working on through it. All right. This is the fund policy, advancing technology startups, what they are providing, right? They have daughter fund and then startup fund. How do you set it up? Mostly you need to have a DPIIT, right? DP. All right. Best financial tips for young entrepreneurs. Success in business comes in any part. We don't know when and how, but it will come, right? And you need to have a solid finance. And without finance, you cannot start up. And having proper budget, how you're going to invest, how to reach to the market, right? Getting one client in a company is also so challenging, right? So you need to connect with good people who are being success. More than listening to the success stories, we need to listen to the failure stories and how they challenged and how they're able to face it up and come forward. What's the plan for a future, right? If there is going to be a risk, how we are going to manage the risk onto that, right? The risk analysis. So we are going to see top 10 case studies of entrepreneurship in India. Sachin Banshal and Binny Bansal, right? They started Flipkart, they're working in Amazon, and then they had an idea, why can't we start up like an Amazon? No, they are, whether Flipkart is a successful story? Yes? Yes or no? People, you are there with me. We have 17 people here. Yes? Whether Flipkart is successful or not. How many of you have brought products using Flipkart? Yes. All right. Okay. It's a successful story, right? And they started with online book centers, and then Banshal due to limited, then he started with cash on delivery, and now it is totally disrupted, right? It has a leader and exceeding. Oyo, Ratisha Garban, right? He started in 2013. Wherever you go, you can have identify the market gap analysis to address it, and with a lower cost, you can say in places. Byju's, right? So Byju's was successful. I could say they were successful, and every Byju Ravindran was the founder in the year 2011, and every business has ups and downs. Paytm, I hope most of them you are using Paytm by Vijay Shekhar Sharma, right? It's initially a mobile recharge and bill payment platform, and then he was from very small town in Uttar Pradesh, right? And now he take care of his flexibility and adaptability to fintech. Zomato, right? The full delivery giant, started in the year 2008, but the founders are Deepinder, Goyal, and Pankaj. All these you could find, they adapt to the market demands and they provide a product that fits best onto the market. Make My Trip, I don't know how many of you have seen Make My Trip, to Deep Kalra, and yes, okay. Now can you hear? When was it? I don't know when was it muted. Now, okay. So when you see to it, uh, uh, Make My Trip. All right. They have a very. The before thing I showed was Zomato, Paytm, Baiju, Zoyo. Why I'm sharing these? Being you have to have the power of an idea how to fit onto the market, then correctly go and find. Before which we have seen what are the different startup funding provided by Government of India, right? Nika. Right, 2012, it's founded. Most of the women they like Nika. It is Falguni Nair, right? And she revenues like a lot of products that you can check, and a lot of offers are given. It is customer centric, and it has got a rapid growth in the e-commerce. And the next very successful story is Freshworks SaaS. Right, it's unicorn from India, right? Girish Madhurbudan and Shan Krishna Swamy, 2010, right? They provided, they've gained a very, very great global recognitions, right? Building a robust software with customer satisfaction, right? So they've got, and the next is Lenskart, right? Piyush Bansal, right? And it's in the year 2010, redefining it's recognized the need of convenient to purchase, introduced an online platform to buy eyeglasses and contact lenses, right? So, and the next is Rivigo by Mahendra Logistics, Deepak. And here, Deepak introduced an innovative to logistic and transportation, right, which is totally tech enabled and applying technologies to traditional sectors for significant growth. So, founders of Swiggy, Paytm, Digital Scholar, you can see Freshworks, Mama, right, Nika, founder of Oyo, Olo, Flipkart. Can you all see them? There was something they made the tradition with the innovation, the traditional mechanism which is more comfortable, and everybody you see it is customer centric, and all this product are so inspiring to the market, right? You can see Flipkart founder, Ola founder, EcoVM, Zomato, Paytm, Swiggy, Freshworks, Digischolar, Mama and Nika. They are somebody very, very inspirational, right? They are inspirational. Okay, now let's move on to women entrepreneurships in India, right? Entrepreneurship plays a vital role not only in having an idea, having a correct idea, launching into the market, whether it is customer satisfied, right? And what is the future that you see with it, right? What is the future that you see with it? That's very, very important, right? And government is providing, but are you finding the correct product? Or is it usable for the benefit of all, right? When you see the vision statement of IPR, for the last phase says it's benefit of all, right? So a lot of women entrepreneurs, you can see my example, I'm also a women entrepreneur. Like so many, you can see Nika, women entrepreneur, right? So women own the prominent roles, right, in this field on sustainable development. What are the schemes that is providing? Government of India is providing Police Volunteer Scheme. This is ministry launched across the state, and Working Women Hostel Scheme, right, for safe home, and women helpline scheme, right, and then Ujawal scheme, right, for trafficking, and Beti Bacho, Beti Bato scheme to ensure survival of safety and education for girls, Rajiv Gandhi National Crush scheme, right, from kids to working women, Mahila Shakti Kendras, women access to quality health, one-stop center, and Swadesh Dish, right. So this scheme, Beti Bacho Beti Padhao scheme, was launched in 2015 by Prime Minister of India in Haryana, ensuring survival and protection and education of children, addressing the uh, female and boy ratio, and the Working Women Hostel Scheme, right, for providing them good space where they go for jobs for different places. 100% central assistance to government for medical, legal, and counseling. There's helpline, right, toll free number 181. All right, and Mahila Police, right? It's an online platform for safety of women and children. This initiative supports Make My India STEP, support to training and employment for women. It's a goal to train, right? It's a goal to train women. This is also launched by Government of India, right? Government of India. So sectors covered, what are the different sectors covered? Who are the target groups? Who are the beneficiaries, right? Implementing agencies and so much and so on. This is to empower women by providing them shelter, food, clothing, legal assistance, Mahila Shakti Kendras, Women in India scheme to upgrade in 9 and 20 schemes, and Rajiv Gandhi National Scratch scheme, right? So these are the empowering women, right? So the next one we are going to see, you've seen the women entrepreneurs, this is Udyogi Yogana, which translates to Women Entrepreneur Scheme in Hindi. This is the website. All right, that's what first we saw, the general startups, and then the successful case studies and women entrepreneurs. And I can share this website to you, right? And you can find what valuables that you, with you and your students, can contribute to uplift and with the projects given by Government of India, right? By Government of India. So it's only for rural, to empower women from rural and underprivileged by providing financial assistance. The scheme loans up to 3 lakhs, right? And with the subsidy of 30 on the interest rate, training skill development to equip with necessary to run their business effectively. And achieves handcraft, food processing, services in tailoring and retail shops. So 9 loan schemes for female entrepreneurs, Annapurna scheme, right? Sri Shakti package, and Bharatiya Mahila Bank business loan, right? And this is for agriculture retail, Dina Shakti scheme, and Orient Mahalaya Vikas Yogana scheme. This was Yogini scheme, right? Saint Kalyani scheme, Mahila Udyam Nityam scheme, and Mudra Yogana scheme. These are all for women, right? These are all for women. These schemes we have seen already. And software technology parks of India, right? This for tax benefits, exemptions like IEITS with export intent, right? This project is for them, right? Over 5.5 lakh crores. And this is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yoga, recognizing MSME to empower them with the free collateral free loans from 50,000 to 10 lakhs, right? And no collateral for this. And AB's portal, right, is one-stop solutions, a single window, streamlining a valuable times of. And here you have company services like company registration, GST, license, approval, everything in fast in one mobile access. So dairy processing and infrastructure for dairy products, right? And for farmers, this and startup intellectual property protection scheme, right? It's up to maximum of 5 lakhs. Here also in college you can have innovations, filing fee for patents, trademarks, right? When you develop something on a functional prototype, then you can use it. Then the 10th one is market access promotional scheme that makes things much into reality with over 8,000 being benefited, right? Export oriented companies, right? So marketing on financial marketing plays a vital role, and we have seen a lot of schemes that Government of India is providing, right? And how we are going to launch it to the market, having a powerful idea is very important, whether it is printing and a lot of digital marketing, even offline marketing, reaching them to the market, and the different funding schemes that we have seen. All right. So hope you would have learned something new in today's session. At CIRF, we are providing internships for students, right? I told, right, it's a Section 8 company. We are registered Ministry of Corporate Affairs. This is our SIN number. And anybody interested, today is the last date for registration. Maybe a few days also could be extended. Anybody interested, you can find out. Now let's play a game. Go to menti.com and use this code. Otherwise, I'll give a link. Click on the link and join the link. I posted onto the chat. Can you click the link and join? I've given you the link on the chat. If you could click, we could have the quiz. One player has joined. Nothing, just click it on, give your name and join. Only two. Whether others are joining, yeah. We're going to play 5 multiple choice question. Four of you have come. All right, let's start. Others kindly continue to join. Who creates new business bearing most of the risks and enjoying most of it? Business tycoon, entrepreneur, or dealer? Yeah, the right answer is entrepreneur. Let's see who's on the first place. Who answers faster? Yes, I don't know what's your name, mental. You have not given your name. And second is board. Let's move on to the second question. You can rename your name so that it will be easy. Yes, it's innovator. Innovator is the right answer. Let's see who's on the first place. I don't know what's your name, Metal. You can tell, sir. What's your name, please? Yeah, second is, and third is Daphne, ma'am. Let's move to the third question of the day. Schemes to provide loans to small and enterprises, including startups. Yeah, it's Mudra Yogana scheme. I don't know what's your name. You can unmute and tell me. Let's move on to the fourth question of the day. Freshworks was founded in the year 2010. Montana, in the first place. Let's see who answers the final question properly and who's on the first place. Yes, and the right answer is Betty Bachchan. All right. So Montana, ma'am, is on the. I don't know who's Montana. Can you unmute and share your experience, please? Second is Daphne, ma'am. And third, the name was Body, but don't know. Shilpa, ma'am. Thank you. You can share your feedbacks about the session in one line. On this link given, you can have your name and you can just say, when you get the click the link, you get like this. And what was your three takeaways of today's session? Wish to hear from you. Any questions? I'll give you 2 minutes to share. Click on the link and give your name, your college name, and what is your new learning today. Can I hear about from the winner? How was your experience? Shilpa ma'am, you're Montana, you're the winner. All right. You can click the link that I've given and so these are my contact details. You can have it. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. A lot of events, whatever we do it, I've given it here. I'll share the link. You can subscribe to the channel so that so we can see a lot of live events about different technologies, and a lot of talks will be there. So it will be useful. You can subscribe to it, and when I come on live, you'll be able to listen to it and be benefited. Okay, thank you. Over to the organizers. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome. Sure, thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you.